Let us start today's current affairs. India becomes vice chairman. India becomes vice chairman of the Asia Pacific region. India becomes vice chairman of the Asia Pacific region of World Customs Organization. World Customs Organization. India will be vice chairman for 2 years, June 2018 to June 2020. India will be the vice chairman for 2 years, June 2018 to June 2020. World Customs Union, World Customs Organization. World Customs Organization is an independent intergovernmental body. World Customs Organization is an independent intergovernmental body whose mission is to enhance effectiveness and efficiency of customs administration. Effectiveness and efficiency of customs administration. Okay, India becomes vice chairman of Asia Pacific region of World Customs Organization. India is going to be in that for next 2 years as vice chairman. World Customs Organization is an independent intergovernmental body to enhance efficiency of customs administration. Okay. As you all know, 1 month back we have SCO summit. SCO means Shanghai Cooperation Organization. SCO means Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And you all know that in SCO we have RATS, R-A-T-S, Regional Anti-Terror Structure. And India, Pakistan newly became members in SCO. India and Pakistan newly joined as members in Shanghai Cooperation Organization. India and Pakistan. And you know Russia, China, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. And India and Pakistan joined to be a part of peace mission, which is a drill with respect to anti-terrorism. Peace mission in SCO is a drill. India and Pakistan also joined in the mock drill. It's a drill, D-R-I-L-L, drill for anti-terrorism. Peace mission is a drill for anti-terrorism. India and Pakistan to be a part of anti-terror drill in Russia. The name of the drill is Peace Mission and it is organized by Shanghai Cooperation Organization in August. Coming next month, India and Pakistan are in peace drill. Peace mission, it's an anti-terror drill. Remember. Next. You know J.K. Rowling? Who is J.K. Rowling? Harry Potter. Harry Potter writer. She is writing her next book. The name of her next book is Lethal White. Lethal White. L-E-T-H-A-L. Lethal W-H-I-T White. J.K. Rowling's next book is Lethal White. L-E-T-H-A-L. Lethal White. J.K. Rowling next book is Lethal White. And recently the Vikas engine was tested by ISRO. Vikas is an engine which is used in PSLV. Vikas is an engine. Vikas engine is a high thrust version of Vikas engine. High thrust, THRUST, thrust. High thrust version of THRUST, thrust version of Vikas engine was successfully made in PSLV stage 2. We use this Vikas engine. It's completely liquid engine. It was tested in Liquid Propulsion Center, Mahendragiri, Tamil Nadu. Liquid Propulsion Center located in Mahendragiri, Tamil Nadu. Vikas engine was tested in Liquid Propulsion Center located in Mahendragiri, Tamil Nadu. Very important current affairs. Liquid Propulsion Center test in Mahendragiri, Tamil Nadu. Vikas engine, kindly read about Vikas engine. Coming to first page today, any of all newspapers, France won FIFA World Cup. France won the FIFA World Cup. Say good news for France. And Croatia lost in the finals and France won the FIFA World Cup football. French President Emmanuel Macron have danced. Have seen that? French President was in a happy mood, very happy mood. So if anybody wins and gets fame for their country, it's a fame for country's president and prime minister also. And French president is very happy in this moment. Novak Djokovic won his first Grand Slam after 2 years. Novak Djokovic belongs to which country? Serbia. Whenever you read about any player, important player, remember their country's name. Remember the player's country's name. Novak Djokovic belongs to Serbia. Novak Djokovic won his first Grand Slam singles title in over 2 years. It was his 4th Wimbledon crown and 13th major overall. So Novak Djokovic have won first Grand Slam singles title in over 2 years. Novak Djokovic belongs to Serbia. Next important article, peak hours flight may get costlier with new Airport Authority of India plan. Peak hour flight may get costlier with new AAI plan. What is this peak hour flight? Listen. See, generally morning 8 o'clock, evening 4 o'clock, these flight timings are peak hours. They are called peak hours. Generally people travel in these hours. So the airport authority will impose more surcharge on the peak hour travels, so that peak hour travel will be minimized and there will be equal distribution of traveling. So if you charge more the peak hours, automatically people will not prefer, more number of people will not prefer same hour. Everybody wanted to have a flight morning at 7:38. Nobody will travel at 5 o'clock. Or everybody want to have a flight evening at 7. Nobody fly at 10 o'clock flight. So peak hour travel, if you impose more surcharge, automatically people will stop this rush. That's one thing. Second thing, the extra money can be used for the maintenance of airports. Okay, the government is thinking about a proposal to impose a surcharge on airlines for operating flights during peak hours to enhance airport capacity and to avoid flight delays, according to Airport Authority of India Chairman Guru Prasad Mahantra. So the government will impose surcharge on aircraft service providers. Automatically it will be passed on to the customers also. Automatically this will be passed on to the customers also. Coming to page number 7. Kindly open page number 7. Page number 7. Page number 7, Hindu paper. Okay. Flying into trouble. Star mark. Cut and paste article for all of you. Star mark. Flying into trouble. Harriers decline as grasslands disappear. Harriers decline as grasslands disappear. Harrier. Harrier. Harrier birds are the birds of prey. They are birds of prey. What do you mean by birds of prey? These birds depend on small insects, grasshoppers and other insects to live. They are called birds of prey. And they will maintain ecosystem and ecological balance. Remember, India 2 years back signed Raptor Convention. India signed an MOU, Raptor Convention. Raptors are birds of prey. Birds of prey means like fowls, eagles, hawks, etc. They are birds of prey or raptors. Harrier birds, they are migratory species, regularly visit India, particularly grasslands. In India, grasslands, we are cutting the grasslands for industries and agriculture. And finally, the harrier birds are not coming to India. Rollapadu bustard sanctuary in Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh. Rollapadu bustard sanctuary in Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh is very popular for harrier birds. Now the birds are not coming to this. Only minimum birds are coming to this sanctuary. Rollapadu bustard sanctuary. And here you should understand a point. Urbanization, cutting of grasslands, and their prey, their food is not available for them. All these things are the reasons why we are missing harrier birds. We don't have now harrier birds. And most importantly, excessive use of pesticides in the agricultural lands like cotton also is a reason for the missing of harrier birds. Generally, harrier birds eat grasshoppers. Even grasshoppers are missing because of pesticides. There are 16 harrier bird varieties in the world. There are 16 harrier bird species in the world. Out of 16, only 2 are listed. Only 2 are listed in the endangered species in IUCN. Out of 16, only 2 are listed in the endangered species in IUCN. What is this IUCN? International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. IUCN means International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. This IUCN regularly releases a list called Red Data Book. It will release a book called Red Data Book, where it will release the data of the birds and animals and also some trees which are missing or which are endangered, critically endangered, extinct in wild, threatened, near threatened, vulnerable. All these lists will be given in the Red Data Book. UPSC's most favorite question is this. IUCN Red Data list is the UPSC's one of the favorite question. Whenever such article appears in the newspaper, you should note it down. ఎందుకంటే యూపీఎస్సీకి ఆ క్వశ్చన్ చాలా ఇష్టం, చాలాసార్లు వస్తుంది ఆ క్వశ్చన్. IUCN Red Data Book. So you have to cut and paste this, and there are 5 varieties of harrier birds. Montag harrier, Western Marsh harrier. First is Montag, Montagu, Montag's harrier. Second is Western Marsh, M-A-R-S-H, Marsh Harrier. Third is Pallid Harrier, P-A-L-L-I-D, Pallid Harrier. Fourth is Malagasy Harrier, M-A-L-A-G-A-S-Y, M-A-L-A-G-A-S-Y, Malagasy Harrier. And fifth is Pied Harrier, P-I-E-D, Pied Harrier. These five are the important Harrier varieties. These five are the important Harrier varieties. Kindly read the entire article. The article is very important for the exam. Page article, a helping hand for Indian universities. A helping hand for Indian universities. See, recently India launched a ranking, Institutes of Eminence. Institutes of Eminence. In India, higher education is in troubles. You all know that. We have many problems in higher education. Indian universities are not of world class. Indian universities are not of world class. Indian universities are in trouble. In India, we have private universities, public universities. All these should be properly regulated and you should make it world class. The problem is infrastructure and funding. As you all know, for companies we have CSR, corporate social responsibility. 2% of their profits should be spent on that. But out of 5,097 companies, only 3,118 companies have done their CSR. Out of 5,097 companies, only 3,118 companies have done their CSR. So what we need is, we should increase the spending on higher education in India. Public spending, private spending, institutional spending should be increased. And what we need is reforms in higher education, in regulation, in accreditation, in ranking, in autonomy, in internationalization. And universities need autonomy. At the same time, universities need infrastructure. At the same time, they need funding. At the same time, they need world class research. And private universities work only for profit. So what we need is regulate the universities properly. At the same time, make them qualitative, give effective autonomy to them, so that education, research, teacher quality, at the same time, some sort of relevance internationally will increase to the Indian universities. No wrong in allowing private universities. In almost more than 25 states we have private universities in India. Even Telangana recently passed a private universities bill. We allow private universities, international universities also. But the problem is, quality of education is very important in the higher education. Unless we improve this, we cannot improve the health sector, education sector in India. That is what we have to, particularly the article focus on corporate responsibility and corporate funding towards education. The article focus on corporates have responsibility and they should fund for education. That was the meaning of the article. Next important article, today's lead article, politics over the constitution. Politics over the constitution. See, Neera Chandok. Neera Chandok. Neera Chandok. What all I am going to discuss here, I am discussing Neera Chandok's opinion, not my opinion. Okay? What all she wrote in the article, I am going to tell. History is written by victors. History is written by victors. So, when they write history, they claim themselves as God and others as devil. When I write my own history, for me, I am the hero in my book. Other is the villain. At the same time, when you wrote your own history, you will be the hero in the story. That is for sure. History is written by victors. Here comes a point. The other is saying, can we change the constitution? Definitely no. You can amend the constitution for good reasons, to change according to the changing patterns of the society. At the same time, you have no right to tumble the constitution or overthrow the constitution or burn the constitution. Here comes the constitutional experts, B.N. Rao, B.R. Ambedkar. They are all great luminaries, legal luminaries. They studied comparative constitutions, they studied history, they studied political sociology, they studied political economy. In most of the subjects they are experts, and they made our constitution the best. They made our constitution the best, and they brought all good things to the constitution. And our constitution is a product of the Indian constitutional process, particularly the entire legislations before the constitution, including Government of India Act 1935. And also our constitution is the outcome of our freedom struggle. Our constitution is run and conspicuous with the spirit of our freedom struggle. Mana freedom struggle mana rajyangani influence chesindi. Alane Government of India Act 1935. Our constitution is a great normative document. At the same time, it's a living tradition. At the same time, it's a living tradition, remember. And before our constitution in 1928, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, Motilal Nehru, prepared a Nehru report. In that, the committee, some people argued that we should make literacy for franchise a compulsory condition. Those who are literates only can vote. Those who are literates only can vote. But the committee said no. The committee said no. Political experience can only be acquired by active participation. Political experience can only be acquired by active participation in political institutions and does not depend on literacy. Political experience is in active participation and in the political process in the institutions, and literacy is not a condition. Even though you are not educated, you can be a part of political process. Literacy should not be a condition for voting. That was said in Motilal Nehru Committee in 1928. Literacy is not a precondition for voting. Literacy is not a precondition for voting. Political experience can only be acquired through political participation. Very important statement, which you can write it down in your notebook. Taravata. You can use this in exam. Political experience can only be acquired through active participation in political institutions and does not entirely depend on literacy. I think you all know, in India, rural illiterate people go for voting more than the urban elite people. Rural people will go for voting in India, more percentage of rural people will go for voting in India than the urban. Though we know the value of vote, we don't go and vote, whereas rural India will go. You cannot link literacy with voting. Literacy is one of the conditions to participate in democracy, but not the only condition. Though you are not illiterate, you can have a political education. You can have a political education, but it's better to have a literate society, educated society for betterment of the democracy, because an educated mind will always be inquisitive mind. An educated mind will know about the value of democracy, value of rule of law, value of various government systems, fundamental rights and limitations on the government, all these things an literate mind knows. Literate mind knows. Remember, Constitution is a normative document, but it's not just a document. Constitution had a soul, it has a morality. B.R. Ambedkar used the word constitutional morality. B.R. Ambedkar used the word constitutional morality. The constitutional morality is a very important term. It's not enough to worship the Constitution. It is also needed to revere the Constitution. You might get a doubt. What is the difference between worship and revering? You just go to God and pray the God and come back. No. You should follow the values given by the God. You need not worship the Constitution always, but you should follow the values given by the Constitution. Peace, tolerance, equality, democracy, rule of law, these are the values given by our Constitution. Secularism. So, you should follow revere the Constitution, not just only worship the Constitution. The constitutional morality has to be cultivated. Our people have to learn it. You should follow the basic systems, basic culture of the constitution. This is called constitutional morality. What you need to have create is democratic sensibility, the sensibility of democracy. See, this article, you can write an essay on democracy. You can use most of the words in the essay. You can cut and paste your article in the essay notebook, in your essay notebook. Okay. Next important article, surprised by Latha. Surprised by Latha. Next page, page number 9. Page number 9. Surprised by Latha. Listen. My most favorite interviews is Latha's interviews with Karan Thapar and Simi Garwal. There are two interviews, one with Karan Thapar, second is with Simi. You just see both the interviews. Just see both the interviews. And this interview I watched 3-4 times. Karan Thapar started asking questions 2004 in an interview. And he asked, you are irresponsible CM. He asked, you have taken political revenge on Karunanidhi. He asked, you are unreliable person who will change colors according to the moods. All these things he asked. And in between, Jayalalitha got angry. And she started quitting the interview in between. She stopped the interview and she has thrown that mic and started getting up. And Karan Thapar said, CM, it's pleasure talking to you. And she replied, it's not pleasure to talk to you. To Mr. Karan Thapar. And Jayalalitha died 1.5 years back. And I am expecting this from Karan Thapar from last 1.5 years after her death. Because nobody can write when she was alive, all these things. And she was such a strong chief minister. She was such a strong chief minister. And Karan Thapar wrote, after 2 years after the interview, she pleasantly welcomed, she was pleasant and gave a warm reply and warm talk to Karan. So he told, surprised by Jayalalitha. Surprised by Jayalalitha. Whenever you get time, kindly see 2 interviews of Jayalalitha. One with Karan Thapar, second is with Simi. Same questions, you see how she answered. How she answered. One of the toughest lady, and I can tell you 2 things about her. One is she ruled 2 worlds. One is world of cinema, second is world of politics. Both considered women as inferior to them. In both the worlds, they are the domain of the males and women are considered as inferior. But she ruled 2 worlds without proper godfathers. That's really important. And second thing, she is very strong as a politician. I cannot say she is a statesman or visionary, but she is a great politician. And all women should learn how to live from Jayalalitha. Very strong lady. Very strong lady. She took everything in her life as a challenge. Coming back, becoming Pakistan. The concern is that India will turn into a intolerant majoritarian state. Intolerant majoritarian state. Remember, India is going to become intolerant majoritarian state. That means communal harmony, lynchings, all these things. Like Pakistan is intolerant majoritarian state. India is also becoming the intolerant majoritarian state. So these are the important current affairs today.